Hi everybody, Robert Dyer, and welcome to the Robert Dyer channel, where it's always an exciting episode whenever I have a new Mountain Dew flavor. And this is not only a relatively new flavor, it's taken me a while to find it though, because it's only available at, I believe it's all the grocery stores that are part of the Kroger family. So around here there is no Kroger. I go to Kroger when I'm in Nashville. I always seem to end up there. But around here there's no such thing. So here we have Harris Teeter. And if you're out west you might have Ralph's. And who knows what else they've got by now. But this is Mountain Dew Thrashed Apple. Holy smokers. And I have to say I'm somewhat skeptical, because while I did drink a lot of apple juice when I was a kid, it doesn't seem much like lemonade or other juices of that type. It's not the most crisp, refreshing beverage you can have, even though it had to serve that purpose when I was a kid at times. So I'm really interested to see how this is going to work as a sugary soda. Okay, so let's take a look at the packaging here. You've got this big green apple up here pounding away on this drum set, stem coming out of his head, teeth are bared, forehead straining. You've got a green apple up here. You've got these, they're like, instead of a skull and crossbones, an apple and crossbones. Radical font for the logo there, Thrashed Apple. And over here you have an apple tree playing, I don't know if it's supposed to be a guitar or a bass, but he's also under extreme duress, given everything he's got. But now here, because I have the 12-pack, I've got this grander vista of the art here. You can see in much better detail. You can see actual apples on the apple tree, and it looks like he's playing a bass on this depiction, because you can actually see the headstock and there's only 4 strings. So this is some sort of an Emerson, Lake and Palmer thing going on here. White stripes. Then you got a sticker on the side of the bass drum. It says Dew. I have no idea what this K stands for, but there's an Easter egg I can show you on this big box, the 12-pack, and that is a first for Mountain Dew, is that there is artwork on the big box that does not appear on the can. I don't think I've ever seen this before. And so here you have the missing musicians. Instead of the 2-piece with only the bass guitar, you've got the singer here now. He's got the microphone, and he's got this cryptic tattoo, 1883. What happened that year? We got to look that up. Got the apple trees. Got he's giving a Ronnie James Dio type gesture. And then here we have the missing electric guitar with the 6 strings. Radical shape, and oddly it's the guitar player who's doing a Gene Simmons tongue thing here. but these two guys do not appear on the actual can, so this is a first for Mountain Dew art. I would say this is not the best art they've ever done, but it's one of the best for sure. Very detailed, very imaginative, certainly has the theme that they wanted to imply. I have to say I get a little bit choked up because the fact that they made this a green apple, and there's all these green apple trees and green apples. I had an apple tree when I was a kid in my backyard, and it had green apples that were about this big, and they were not the sweetest apples, but they were good for baking purposes. I believe some pies were made, and I used to spend a lot of time in this apple tree climbing up, and there were some limbs that I could sit on, and unfortunately that apple tree eventually died, and so I have very fond memories of it, so I get a little bit emotional from this green apple packaging. And I have to give a shout out to Whitney, who just ordered the black welcome shirt. That's probably the most popular shirt available in the store. I thank you so much, Whitney, for watching and for ordering one of the shirts. I'm so glad to have you as a viewer on the channel, and if you would like a shout out, wait till the end of the video and I'll tell you how you can also have a shout out here on the channel. But now let's get this drink open here. Hope it doesn't explode and spray all over the room. There she blows. And now, wow. It's got a real strong apple aroma for sure. Very authentic, and it kind of reminds me of the green apple where you cut one open, put it right up to your nose. This does say natural and artificial flavors. Let's get the Bachelor's Finest glassware out here and pour this out. Well, as you can see, another surprise, the actual soda is green as well, sort of a pear green, I would say. It's like I'm in a apple orchard somewhere. The aroma is so strong. Virtually no Mountain Dew citrus aroma. Let's go ahead and see how it tastes. Well, it's definitely got a authentic apple flavor as well, but notably it is not really at all like apple juice. It is obviously part of that's having the Mountain Dew mixed in with it, but it's just that it doesn't taste like you put apple juice in Mountain Dew. It's more like real apple flavor. It's even somewhat more like applesauce, not in texture. It's a very refreshing soda beverage. So it's not like it's thick or something, but it just, as it goes across the tongue, the flavor is very similar to applesauce, a very high quality applesauce. And unlike apple juice, this is super refreshing. I'm kind of surprised. I thought it would be sort of syrupy, for lack of a better word. but it's got a much drier finish than apple juice does. Probably more like a sparkling apple beverage sort of thing, but very sweet, much sweeter than any apple beverage. Have you tucked my blanket in all around? Are the sleepy time tea and digestive biscuits on the night table? Good, good. Now put another log on the fire over there. How does it feel to be the trickster woman who fooled me into marriage, tempted to finish me off in an orchestrated fall down the grand staircase and escape with my wealth with your Mr. Darcy type co-conspirator, only to end up trapped in the very manner you sought to liquidate for gold forever? Do you think your Prince Charming is going to ride to your rescue? Too late. He already did and failed. Now I think it's time you add entertainment to your cooking and housekeeping duties. That gypsy caravan is due by tomorrow. I'm the only lord in the north who shows them any respect. I'm sure a gypsy girl will be glad to school you in the wild dances of the Carpathians, in exchange for the bounty of gifts I bestow upon them each visit. Now upon cooking and serving the evening meal, thou shalt also provide entertainment as well, accompanied by Igor on the violin and pan flute. Oh, speak of the devil, here he comes now. What is it, Igor?
The white wizard is at the gates, conjuring spells against the manor.
I can't possibly get out of this warm bed. Quickly run to the library and have the small typewriter conjure our dark wizard atop yon hill. I've got the blanket just right, so you better look from the window and tell me what's happening.
I see our dark wizard high on the hill. He's gesturing. He strikes. My God! White wizard destroyed.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Whatever would I do without this small typewriter? How fortunate I am to have come into possession of it. Igor, fetch another mutton leg. You put another log on the fire. Good night, small typewriter.
Good night, small typewriter. Woo! Small typewriter! Small typewriter!
Well, I think even my old apple tree would approve of this beverage. And it's got, it's surprisingly refreshing. I think this would be great in the summer, even though you might think of apple cider for the fall. This is much more refreshing than any apple beverage you've ever had. I feel very confident in saying that. It goes much better than I expected with the Mountain Dew flavor, although it is one of the flavors of Mountain Dew where it really does, I guess appropriately with the packaging images on here, it really does sort of pound the Mountain Dew flavor into submission. It's a very strong but very good, sweet apple flavor, just like a very high quality applesauce but in a refreshing beverage form. I think the packaging, again, it's one of the best Mountain Dew has done, especially if you get the big box where you get all the artwork. And obviously it hit close to home for me with my old green apple tree memories. So I would definitely buy this again. I don't know how long it'll be out, if it's going to be a permanent thing at the Kroger store family, but I would definitely pick this up unless you just hate apples. Other than that, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. I'm going to go ahead and give this 5 stars out of 5. And if you would like a shout out in a future video, just order any of the merchandise you see below this screen on the YouTube page. Take a picture of whatever you got. You don't necessarily have to be wearing it, but tag me on social media to show which items you got, and you too will have a shout out here on the Robert Dyer channel. So I hope you like this video. Share it with your friends. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye everybody.